Yeah, as far as getting people more interested or more involved in reclamation or recovering refrigerant, I think training is the easy answer. That's what we emphasize in at Comores and all of our training classes. Familiarize the students with how to even recover refrigerant. You'd be surprised how many people haven't really been technically trained in the proper way. What does the terminology mean on the collar of the recovery tank, the tara weight, the water capacity, those kind of things. We start with very simple things in our training class, like what does recovered mean? What does recycled mean? What does reclaim mean? You'd be surprised how even that basic terminology gets confused in conversation. The other thing I would highly suggest is, and I preach this everywhere I go in our Comores training class, is this. Anytime a distributor or a wholesaler is given any kind of counter days or working with any of their tool manufacturers to get into recovery classes or training, please take them up on that. The other thing I've learned through traveling with different recovery or reclamation companies is this: that they have the technology now that refrigerant that used to be maybe not worth anything or had little value or maybe even being penalized for turning it in because it was contaminated or had mixed refrigerants, they now have the technology to separate that and bring it back to some value. Is it worth the same amount of money as a tank of just one refrigerant, let's say 410A? No, but there's still value there. If you're a very large company that recovers a lot of refrigerant, it might pay for a brand new van. If you're a smaller company, it may pay for a Christmas party, but there's some value there. And I think that's a big deal moving forward. Before in the past, we never really encouraged recovery because there was no incentive to recover. Little known fact that I've learned in the last year that of all the refrigerant we sell today, less than 2% of it's reclaimed. That it's actually like 1.6. It's less than 2%. So moving forward, I think with all these incentives in place is making the value of the refrigerant worth more. That will help keep the costs down on when we start to phase down these HFCs. And education, education, education is key like anything else. I'm Don Gillis, and that's my thoughts on recovery.